We are being joined now by the Governor of Bengal, C.V. Ananda Bose. Mr. Bose, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. Let me begin by asking you of the protests. Since the protests are continuing with no solution in sight, and the Bengal Chief Minister says that there is some kind of politics at play here as well. She has blamed the left and the BJP over what happened behind, they were the reasons behind vandalism which happened. How do you see all these developments playing out, sir?
Vandals and scandals are marring the civic life of Bengal. As a protest is going on outside on the streets of Bengal, with its political overtones, I was in my room interacting with some youth. They happened to be the medical students. They told me, please deliver us from the fear psychosis. Please give us protection. We have no security inside the campus. Now, we have no security outside the campus. That is a wailing of the youth, particularly the medical youth. Some of the girl students told me, sir, we have nowhere to go. We have no security. Our parents are pressing us. Leave the profession. Give back the money, bond amount. Come back. Life is more important than this. One of the girls said, sir, I am a medico. I am going to be posted in the rural areas. These goons will follow me there. There's total fear psychosis everywhere among the youth. And you know, youth are not creations of the past or custodians of the present. They are creators of the future. It is the same youth who are taken to medicine. They come and tell me these frustrations. We are not secure. Please give us security. This is a wailing which I heard from them. What happens on the street as in the name of politics, that's none of my business. But the fact remains that there is growing fear in Bengal society. The last 20 months, I have seen instances of violence in the field, in the rural areas, in connection with the Panchayat election, in connection with the Parliament election. Violence everywhere. Is this the normal situation in any state? And this all this happening in Bengal, which Gopal Krishna Gokhale once said, what Bengal thinks today, India will think tomorrow. Is this the same Bengal? Is it the same Bengal of which Rabindranath Tagore said, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high? Chitta jata bhai shunno, ucha jata shir. There is a degradation. Democracy is plummeting into mobocracy. That is a distressing spectacle that we see around us. That is what worries me as a governor, not the political rallies which are going on outside.
Okay. Governor Bose, since those medicos who met you, they were seeking security and protection from you. Today was also the day that the Kolkata police chief came out with a detailed response, and he has also responded to the charge that was being leveled against the Kolkata police that there has been no cover-up or delay in filing of the FIR. In terms of investigation, now that the investigation has been taken over by the CBI, are you confident that there will be justice for this 31-year-old who was brutally raped and murdered?
CBI, as you know, is a prime investigating agency of the government. I trust they will be able to bring out the truth very soon.
Okay, and in terms of security, what assurance have you really given the medics who came to you seeking proper protection and facilities?
I have given clear instructions to the Chief Minister upon the authority vested in the Governor under Article 167 of the Constitution of India. Number 2, I am taking up the matter with the Government of India. Number 3, as an interim measure, I have opened what is called Abhaya Home in the Rajbhavan. Any student who feels threatened can come here. They will be the honored guest, valued guest of the Governor. And whatever other long-term measures are to be taken, I have already taken up with the state government as well as with the central government, including adequate legislation guaranteeing security for the medicos and the paramedicos in the hospitals. I don't want to explain the whole thing here. A 20-point agenda has been given for implementation, and also the National Medical Council has been requested to visit the place, listen to the grievances, and take immediate action. Everything that is possible for confidence building will be done.
Since you say that you will be taking up the matter with the center, is there a possibility, or are you thinking that there is a need for a president's rule in the state?
That is not what I meant. As far as security of the medical students are concerned, there are certain specific suggestions which I have shared with the state government as well as with the government of India.
Okay, since you will be sharing those details with the government of India, you know, there is this opposition demand that there should be president's rule imposed in Bengal. How are you looking at it? Because you also say that there is fear psychosis in the state.
Demand is a demand. Let us see what the supply is. As governor, I would like to be circumspect on such issues. Constitution has many options. I reserve my options right at this moment. I am constrained. I do not want to come in the public domain on what I am going to do next under the Constitution of India.
And Governor Bose, how do you look at the role of the Chief Minister and the present Bengal government in this entire episode?
Chief Minister is a chief. Cabinet has collective responsibility. Whatever happens in the state, first responsibility is that of the Chief Minister, second responsibility is with the Chief Minister, third responsibility is with the Chief Minister.
Okay, so if the responsibility is totally with the Chief Minister, are you hopeful for a solution soon? Or are you sensing, because you know this entire protest is not just limited to Bengal, it has escalated and spread all over India, where doctors are protesting and demanding safety and security for themselves, and rightly so, because you know, they are our caregivers. The least that we can do is to ensure them that they are safe.
I am getting anxious calls from the medical fraternity all over India. There is a fear among them. You know, the medical fraternity, which stood as a one-man army against COVID and saved this country, we owe it to them. They don't deserve such a treatment. You know, it is said medicines can cure disease, only a doctor can cure patients. That is importance of the medical fraternity, the entire medical fraternity, including the paramedics. We cannot avoid them. We cannot let them down. I see frantic calls from all over India expressing anxiety in the matter. The nation has to rise together. Bengal has to take the steps. Certainly this rot has to be stemmed. It cannot be too late for that. It is something in which all of us are responsible. All the stakeholders, the state government in particular, has to take the lead. We should come together, keep together, work together. Coming together is beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. It's high time that we come together, keep together, and work together to give protection to the medical fraternity as a whole.
My last question to you, sir, and this is regarding the questions being raised about the transfer and also what is being seen as the promotion of the principal of the RG Kar Medical College, that he has been promoted to another college, and which is rather a most prestigious college. When his conduct has been most insensitive one, he could have displayed empathy, he did not. Instead, he did victim shaming.
The law will take its course. About the same person, I was told today, arrest has been made. There is nemesis which will happen. I do not want to comment on the transfer of a junior officer, but we know what is happening. We know who is at fault. We know where the truth lies. That realization is more important. I stop at it now.
All right, Governor Bose, appreciate your time here on NDTV. Governor of Bengal there, CV Ananda Bose, speaking to NDTV
Thank you.
soon after he met several delegation of medical students expressing concerns.